happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation. And they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him? Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
There's where Draymond Green just completely disrupts a possession. He reads the offense well and takes a good calculated risk.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Dort. Takes the three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And this is how confident Dort knows how effective he is off the catch.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Dort outside. Launches a three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. It's stolen by Kuminga. In transition, here come the Warriors. The shot from 20 feet out. Back to Curry. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams punches it home.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
A minute 53 left in the opening quarter. Outside Payton. Three-pointer. The Thunder pull it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint. And stolen by Green. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
Here's Caruso. Good work there as it goes.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Outside Curry. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander positioning himself well and knew exactly where to get to in the open space.
Butler on the wing. Right side Curry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
It's his first trip to the line. And so Curry nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Oklahoma City ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Pass to Williams. Back to Wiggins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Outside heel. Pass to Pajemski. Outside heel. Back to Butler. 6 to shoot. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Well, Hield's so athletic, and right there you get to see it for your own eyes.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Up top, Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. Outside Joe. To the inside. Hartenstein. And Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And last season, Brett, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Substitution on the court.
Dort, left side. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Rebounded by Nurkic.
That's got to frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Thunder with a lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. The Warriors pull it in.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
To the middle. Here's Santos. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Outside Curry. Back to Payton. Here's the 3. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Williams misses. And here are the Warriors now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
13-5. Warriors substitution.
On defense, the Thunder. That one's wide left.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, B.A., it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either. Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Back to Moody. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Curry surveys. There's a screen by Kuminga. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Outside Joe. Pass to Hartenstein. Wiggins outside. Right side Joe. Payton with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. And here's Curry for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's Wallace. No good on the triple. The Warriors lead by 3. Tries to break his ice. The kick out, Curry. Stolen by Wiggins. And stolen by Green. Right side, Kuminga. And here's Butler outside. Oh, Butler with the confidence from the perimeter.
Yeah, pretty dependable from the corner 3 spot. Butler only fires those threes he feels comfortable taking.
Pass to Wallace. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Joe. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Always ready to attack from the arc. The last 3 only added to Joe's motivation.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Timeout. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Thunder trailed by 5. It's stolen by Hield. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Nurkic with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Pass to Santos. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Pass to Moody. 5 to shoot. Hield from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And that one's good. Holmgren.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Hield. It's Podziemski on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Outside Hield. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season for him.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
And, you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the Warriors make some changes. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Unloads. Curry, no good.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third. The Warriors lead by 3. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 10 points.
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
Outside, Williams. Back to Joe. Hartenstein a screen. And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter, appearing in control.
The Warriors, 42.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Thunder trailed by 6. Pass to Wallace. Down low. Joe on the wing. There's the 3. Hits a three-pointer.
And you can see Joe works on this spot, prepares himself to shoot as soon as the pass is on its way.
Now Butler. On the wing, Curry. Now Green. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Right side, Curry. There's a screen. The three. Another three for Golden State.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Wallace. Hartenstein a screen. Outside Joe. Outside Williams. From the arc. Joe misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The kick out, Curry. Lets it go from deep. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load, SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Back to Green. From behind the arc. That won't go either for Curry.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Williams on the wing. To the paint. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Curry. Green, a screen. Curry, no good. Thunder trail by 7. Williams with it. Kuminga defends. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth. Caruso misses.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three from Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Warriors lead by 7. The kick out, Curry. Right side, Green. Outside, Curry. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
55 seconds left in the fourth. There's a screen by Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. The floater.
Lou Dort, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Good work defensively by Dort. Here's Holmgren. And it falls all over the rim and in.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Outside, Williams. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't knock in the three. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.